Hello, dear students. Once more, welcome to Educquiz. So, you'll be doing exercise 4 of the partial fraction course, which is x cubed minus 1 all on x plus 2 into 2x plus 1. So, what we have to do is to put that in partial fraction. So, let the cube there not fighting you. Alright, so let's copy back the question. We have x cubed minus 1 on x plus 2 into 2x plus 1. Let's put it in partial fraction. So what do we do? Firstly, we check the first step. Those steps were in the courses of partial fraction itself, were enumerated on that side of the board. The first requirement is the numerator's degree must be less than the denominator's degree. In this case, is it less? Is it less? The numerator's degree is 3, right? What is the denominator's degree? It is 2, because you have an x and an x here. It is less. The numerator's degree is not less, it's not less, it is more. The degree here is 3 and the denominator's degree is more. So what do we do in that case? What do? We do long division. But to do long division, you cannot do long division like this. You must expand it. So when you expand this down, you have x times 2x, 2x squared, x times x, 2 times 2x, plus 4x, 2 times 1. Okay, let me check it back again. I have x times 2x, 2x squared, x times 1, x, 2 times 2x, 4x, 2 times 1. So, yeah. So when I expand it like this, I can put like terms together. I'll have 2x squared plus 5x plus 2. So with this, I can now do the long division. So when I do my long division, I'll do this divided by this, which is this divided by this. So I have 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 with x cubed. To do long division, when you see cube, put 0x squared. If there's no x squared, you put 0x squared. If there's no x, you put 0x before the 1. So actually here it's going to be plus 0x squared plus 0x minus 1. You add those to make it simpler. If you can solve it without adding those, good and fine for you. It's still very nice. So voila, this is a very beautiful one. Yeah, because it's very beautiful because we have 2 here. It is not just something. So what do I multiply by this to have x cubed? I need just x cubed. So people tend to say x, and because 2x squared times x will give you this, but it will give you actually 2x cubed. It will not give you x cubed. So you cannot just multiply by x, because when you multiply by x, you have 2x cubed. But you want something that when you multiply by this 2x, you have x cubed. So how do we find that thing? We find it by saying 2x squared times what is equal to x cubed. Let's let it to be a. 2x squared times a certain value a will give me x cubed. What is it? How do I find it? I make a subject of formula. To make a subject of formula here, I divide all through, because this is multiplication. It's just like 2x squared a is equal to x cubed. I divide all through by 2x squared. I'll have, this will cancel this, I'll have a alone. I'll not bring this one behind because it's not plus or minus. It's multiplication. When it's multiplication, I divide all through. I don't bring it here. So when I divide all through, I have a here will be alone, because this will be 1, this will be 1. It will be equal to x cubed divided by 2x squared. Knowing our laws of indices, we know that when you have a power of 3 up on x and down, you have the same value with the power of 2. For division, you subtract the powers. So this is equal to 1 on 2. This is the same like 1 on 2. 2 is under me, is 1 on 2. x to the power 3 minus 2. 3 minus 2 is 1, so it's x to the power 1. X to the power 1 is just the same like x. So I have 1 on 2x. Or for the smarter ones, you just know that when you remove this x squared, you'll be left with 1. You do this, you have 3 minus 2. You'll be left with x to the power 1 here. This one here is the power. This one here is actually what multiplies 2. Not just the power, it's what multiplies 2. So here you see I have half x. So you put here half x because you see that when you multiply half x by 2x squared, you are going to have x cubed. Actually, let's try and see. Half x times 2x squared. What do we have? Half times 2, 1. X times x squared, x cubed. 1 x cubed is the same like x cubed. So you put half x squared, put your multiplication here, you multiply this half x squared by everything that is here. So when you multiply half x squared by this, exercise 4. When you multiply half x squared by this, you're going to have x cubed here. Half x squared times 5x. Half x squared times half x times 5x is equal to 1 times 5, 5. X times x squared. Then over these 2. So it's 5 on 2 x squared plus 5 on 2 x. Half x times 2 is equal to half times 2 is 1. 1 times x is just x. So I'll have here plus x. I have nothing else, so I leave it there. It's the same like plus 0 because there's nothing else. So when I subtract it, I have 0. When I do this, 0 minus 5x squared is just the same like minus 5 on 2 x squared. 0 minus x is minus x. Minus 1 minus 0 is minus 1. I can see here that I have to proceed because the power here is not less than the power here. The power here is still 2. The power here is also 2. So I can still divide. So what do I do? What do I do? Which number will I multiply by this? That will give me this. This 2x squared times what will give me minus 5 on 2x squared. Let's do that same multiplication. 2x squared times a certain value a is equal to minus 5 on 2x squared. What is that value a? What do? I divide all through by 2x squared. I divide all through by 2x squared. This is multiplication. Because I'm dividing all through by 2x squared, that thing has to come down to come and meet this 2 that was already there because this 2 is already down. So when you are dividing, you are bringing that 2x squared down. This dot means multiplication. That will be equal to minus 5x squared on 2 times 2, 4x squared. This x squared will cancel this x squared. You have minus 5 on 4. Let's check and see. It's minus 5 on 4. Minus 5 on 4 times. Let's check and see. Minus 5 on 4 times 2x squared. What is it equal to? You can see that 2 here will cancel 1 time, 2 times. Here minus 5 times x is minus 5x on 2. Consider it is this squared. How about the squared? Sorry. Consider it gives this. So the answer is actually minus 5 on 4. So write the minus 5 on 4 here. Write the minus 5 on 4. So I write the minus 5 on 4, you multiply minus 5 on 4 times everything by everything. So here you have minus 5 on 2 x squared. Minus 5 on 4 times 2x squared is minus 5 on 2x squared. Now, minus 5 on 4 times 5x. Minus 5 on 4 times 5x. Minus 25 on 4. X. Minus 25 on 4x. Now, minus 5 on 4 times 2. Minus 5 on 4 times 2. Here will cancel and give 2. You have minus 5 on 2. So you put here minus 5 on 2. Put your minus sign. What will be the answer? You have this to give you 0. X plus 25 on 4x minus 25 on 4x. This is minus x. This is minus x minus 25 on 4x. So it is minus x plus 25 on 4x, or 25 on 4x minus x. It's the same thing. So here I'll do my LCM. This is 4. 25 minus 4 times 1, 4. 4 times 1, 4. 4 divided by 1, 4. 4 times 1, 4. X. 21 on 4. So when I have 21 on 4, I'll put it here. Now, minus 1 minus 5 on 2. Minus 1 minus 5 on 2. The same like minus 1 plus 5 on 2. The same like 5 on 2 minus 1. If I do my LCM, I'll have 2. 2 divided by 2 is 1. 1 times 5 is 5. 2 divided by 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. 3 on 2. So it's plus 3 on 2. We can now see that the power here is less than the power here. The power here is less than the power here. So you can actually conclude, put our answer. So, what is going to be the answer? The answer is going to be this. Half x minus 5 on 4 plus what is under here? 21 on 4x plus 3 on 2 all over this 2x squared plus 5x plus 2 all over this. This is what we're going to have. So this and this are already in partial fraction. We have to put this one now in partial fraction. So how do you put this one in partial fraction? So 21 on 4x plus 3 on 2 all on. You can see that this can be factorized. We first check the first rule. Is the power of the numerator less than the power of the denominator? The power of the degree of the numerator is 1. The degree of the denominator is 2. So we can say that the degree of the numerator is less than the degree of the denominator. We can go to the next requirement. The next requirement says the denominator must be factorized. Is it factorized here? No. The factorized form is this. So we write it with the factorized form. You have x plus 2 into 2x plus 1. Now it is factorized. When we have this like this, you can now put it in the partial fraction form. Partial fraction form, you can see that it is a partial fraction with linear factors at the denominator. These are linear factors, both of them. So it is just a on x plus 2 plus b on 2x plus 1. Because both of them are linear factors, I can use my cover-up method to find a and b. So A using cover-up method is my x. I look for one value of x that when I'll put here, it will give me 0. What value of x will I put here and give me 0? I have x plus 2 equal to 0. X is equal to minus 2. So I use x as minus 2. It will be equal to, I cover up this x plus 2. I use minus 2 here. 21 into minus 2 on 4 plus 3 on 2. All over, this is cancelled because it is same here. Put minus 2 here. Minus 2 times 2 is minus 4 plus 1 minus 3. So it's all over minus 3. That will be equal to, this will cancel this, give 2. Here I'll have minus 1. Minus 1 times 21 is minus 21. Plus 3 on 2. All over minus 3. When you simplify, you have this. When you simplify, you're going to have this. Then you have minus 45 and 6. The minuses you are going to cancel, you have 45 and 6. That will be a value of A. To find B using cover-up method, what value of x will I put here to have 0? I'll say 2x plus 1 equals to 0. X is going to be equal to minus 1 and 2. Making x here solve the formula, I have x as minus 1 and 2. So when I have x as minus 1 and 2, I cover up this part here, and I solve with x being minus 1 and 2 here. So I have B is equal to 21 on 4 into minus 1 on 2 plus 3 on 2. 3 and 2, I want the basis to be the same. I can just put 6 on 4. 6 on 4 is the same like 3 and 2. I multiply this by 2, I multiply this by 2. The bases are the same. I can go under and put, and I cancel here, and I put my negative half here. 2 plus negative half is the same like 2 minus half is 1.5, which is 3 on 2. So I have 3 on 2 here. So that will be equal to, here I have, these 4s can come down. I will have negative 21 on 2 plus 6 all on. When this 4 comes down, I'll have 4 times 3 on 2. I consider this 2. I cancel here 1 time, cancel here 2 times. It will be equal to 6 minus 21 on 2. I just replace these 2. All on 2 times 3 is 6. This will be equal to 12 minus 21 all on 12. When you simplify this, you're going to have this. So 12 minus 21 is minus 21 minus 10 is 11. Minus 12 is 9. Minus 9 on 12. Or minus 3 on 4. So that will be a value of B. So when you have your A and B, what do? You just put it in partial fraction form. You have it as this, and this plus this in your partial fraction form. So your final answer is going to be half x minus 5 on 4 plus what was A? 45 on 6. 45 on 6 into x plus 2 plus B minus 3 on 4. So I put my minus 3 on 4 into 2x plus 1. So that is going to be the final answer. So this one was a little bit more tedious, but I'm really sure it was well understood. So thank you for watching, and let's meet on exercise 5. So continue learning with us on Educquiz.